you to, I don't know why sometimes it allows me to continue and you still have sound, and why sometimes it doesn't. So unfortunately, we're back for part 3. Part 2 is really short. If you missed it, go catch it. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going. So, I think I'm gonna chop these together and put them together so that they make sense. I'm gonna probably download part 2 and put it here with part 3. I just need it to make sense. So I'm coming back here. We're gonna restart this. I'm gonna tell you exactly what this says. Like I said, I don't know why sometimes I lose sound, sometimes I don't. I put the phone on complete silence right now, so let's see if that works. All right, but anyway, here we go. So we got the King of Swords. So King of Swords, again, cool, calm, collected energy, making decisions, no emotions. It's not lacking empathy, it's just making impartial decisions. Then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. And the way that I'm receiving this particular message based off of this deck is this is about a person growing in a space of saying, I don't need your praise or your accolades or anything anymore to feel validated. The next card that we got here is an ethic card. This is the Fool. It is, if you're going to burn my life down, I might as well have fun doing it as well. So this is the Fool, letting go and trusting the universe instead to hold you, because obviously your plans aren't working. And this is really interesting because then we have the Knight of Swords. And this is where we get a little reckless, right? The Knight of Swords is about fast action. Here, it's about following your intuition, hopping onto a faster mode or method of getting there. But in the reverse here, there's more recklessness here, but it's also a little bit without direction, and I think that is definitely a symptom of what's happening now, is that there is kind of a lack of direction of where to put this energy, right? Because there's the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is about someone being in charge of her own magic. This is creative energy. This is that kind of thing. It's having a controlled fire or a controlled flame. But if I'm going to put this all together, this is looking like rebellion. I think that's the best way I can sum it up. It's looking like rebellion. Because this card says here that you have choices to make. And I'm honestly getting that you don't trust your own choices. That's why you're hesitating. But they directly cancel each other. Oh, no, they don't. Not this one. This is saying that you don't kind of have that flame here, because also the Queen of Cups is in reverse too. So you don't have that intuition or that flame, or you're not trusting it. Okay. No. It really is. I don't want to play by any rules. I don't want to think about decorum. I don't want to think about how things are done, because obviously the way things are done ain't being done. Why am I the only one who has to play by rules? This feels like an effort reading. It feels like in the month of April, quite a few people are going to say F it. I'm going for what I want. I'm going for what I want. And interestingly enough, you know what I want? I want your head. King of Pentacles. It's feeling very eat the rich. It's feeling very go after them. It's feeling very consequences be damned. Hello. I don't know, ladies. I don't know how I feel about this. Hey, Nicole. I don't know how I feel about this. How do I feel about this? I don't know how I feel about this. It's a rebellion. Hey, Britt. It's a rebellion time. You know, it's like something you wait for a very long time and then it's happening. It's gonna happen. I don't... Oh, shit. Yeah, it's gonna happen, girl. Look. Oh, let's continue. You said 7 cards. I got 8 cards out here, actually. And you showed me that 9th card. Well, actually, you showed me a couple more. Okay. I'm going to show y'all a few more of how this goes. Matter of fact, let me back you up so that on the replay, people can see I'm not stacking the deck. I'm not stacking the deck. Matter of fact, you were too close anyway. I said the people. So this is the people. Some people don't fall in maggot line. And some people fall on dim line. And some people, all people, I don't think this has a color. A color, a creed, a party. Because I see every color of card here. I know, I'm scared now, Britt, child. Because some people don't know how to stop. Let me back it up one more time for you. Impartial decision making. Kind of taking the law in their own hands. Yeah. Not waiting anymore for validation, praise, someone else to save, etc. The effort nature. I trust the universe, they'll catch me, whatever. They're not listening to their queen energy. Because queen energy is contained, right? Like, I control fire, I can contain it, I'll burn it when I need it, I'll manifest when I need it. It's like la 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 la. Because what's also here is the Queen of Cups in reverse. She is emotional stability. If you're not going to listen to your queens, you might allow the fire get a little too big. You know what I mean? Because right behind this queen, who's not listening to her spiritual and her emotional stability, is the government. If she's not going to listen to her spiritual, emotional, and stability, or the rules of governing, the decorum, and she's tired of waiting for a very long time for things to transpire, to grow, to make happen, she's instead feeling inspired hands. So much so that she's prioritizing herself instead of allowing them to continue to plague her. And plague her. And plague her. There is no more to this relationship. That world is over. She's no longer longing to go outside and step out of her comfort zone. How you go from needing crutches and walking sticks to being on top of the chariot yourself, not even holding the reins? I feel a rebellion. Not waiting for this anymore. Walking. Mm. Okay. It's back now? Okay, next time let's try to wait it out and see if it comes back. That might help. Let's try that. Next time we'll wait it out and see if it comes back. Okay. So here's what I was saying. Shit, what was it about the choice? What were you telling me? Wait, choices, this. Oh, this is the recklessness. The recklessness, the risk taking. And again, still without direction. This is good though. This is good though. Because this was without direction, and the chariot is with direction, and the chariot is bigger than this. The chariot's bigger than this. They're both like military cards, for instance. So the chariot is bigger than the knight of swords. Okay, so the immediate action is going to be without direction, and then you'll know. Okay, got it. All right. It's action and then get information. Oh, it did? Okay, anyway, let me go back to what you were saying. You said you don't feel fear. I don't know if I don't. I don't know. Yeah, giving to God and moving forward. That's definitely it. But there's destruction here. There is definitely destruction here because some people don't operate on that same level, is what I'm saying. They were out sat and newbies saying they came to parade because neighbor picked up. Oh, the youngins. The quiet woman is done. The strong woman is in the driver's seat. Yeah, but both of them have to be in the driver's seat. You feel the same. You feel like we're okay. Okay. Hey, I am apprehensive. That's the word. I'm anxious. I'm apprehensive a little bit because I'm like, how far are y'all gonna go? You know, because again, are we going extreme like bad girl Riri before you pull back towards the middle, like towards yourself actually, or what we doing? You know, Congress isn't meeting the moment. That is absolutely true. Well, mostly true because we know some people are doing their work. And the kids are being sent in with no plan. Yes. Absolutely, that's true. And the quiet woman is definitely done. You didn't stand up for us. We're divorcing you. That's true. This has been the highest divorce rate in over a decade, I think. On divorcing admin. Yeah, I think, okay, I can go with the mama bear part. Because the queens are there. So they're not saying that the queen energy doesn't. I'm getting goosebumps, so this is good. Okay, so the queens are there. So it's not saying the queen energy doesn't exist. It's like, listen, we're going to put away the rules for a little bit. Because decorum and rules were right after the Hierophant. Like, that was right after. So yeah. We're not sitting around writing thank you notes. Is Lisa here? I know she was on the first one. I know it's ran long. If Lisa's here, Lisa, if you are here, girl, tell me what the email said. She got an email, there was an email blast from Lady Lotus. So I'm wondering what that email said. My email that used to get political things, I can't get back into anyway. So they're not getting my new one because they sent way too many emails in 2020. So, now it's, okay, so we're not sitting around writing thank you notes and doing charcuterie boards. Now it's time. Well, think about it. And I actually learned this from my romance books. But when they were doing like minors and stuff, like the Union, one of the reasons the Union was successfully born is because of the wives. You know, the wives used to, as spies, send Union information into the camps, into the mining camps. Think about World War II. That was actually successful because of the women. The women went over as actresses and whatnot, and they handled it. Oh, they're not going to turn up with the red hat. No, 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 no. Remember, that's the thing about being white, is that you can blend right back in. Like, if you think about it, when in 2017 we had the Charlottesville thing where they wore, you know, their white polos and their khaki pants, and there was a brawl towards the end, one of the guys, I distinctly remember, one of the guys took off his white shirt and put on something else and was able to blend right back in, if not being caught on camera. That really drove home for me the metaphor and the reality of race, because Black people can't do that. We can't take our skin off, don't want to, but we can't change the color of our skin to blend back in, which is why racism is so insidious, because it's not going anywhere. Our skin color will always be different, and there will always be people who are going to teach their children, their children, their children, their children, their children, their children, that we're inferior because our skin is darker. They're going to find a Bible passage that says a dark-skinned person is evil. But with Charlottesville, that guy was able to change his shirt and blend back in. And that's the reality of race. But no, I'm saying, the red hats did turn. There are some red hats that turned. Oh, okay, that's what you're saying, that they did turn. Okay. Yeah. And I knew that was going to happen, because that's what I'm saying, like, that is the part that was good for it. We kind of discussed that yesterday, about the red hats going in there. But I want to know what Lisa got. I got to look up that email. I mean, I got to ask her for a screenshot. Your grandma smuggled guns under her skirts. Oh, what a story. Told you one of the wild women. During the labor union stuff. Okay. We've been trusting this for so long and they haven't shown up. Yep. So time to fix and change what's broken, because only women that's just how it goes. Women clean up. Women clean up the messes, but they won't let us lead. If you lead, there are no messes. I literally saw the difference. In 2022, I was in an all-male production for a movie. It had that guy, Marky Mark. I forgot his real name. He was in the movie. You know, one of his many movies. So I was in there as an extra, and they did not attend to anybody's needs but the absolute main people. Mark Wahlberg. There we go. Then the following year, in August of 2023, or July of 2023, I was in pretty much an all-female production. All-female production. Now, mind you, some of the like cameramen and stuff were like literally men, but it was run entirely by females. Night and day. Night and day. They thought about every little thing. Like, I even got my nails done. They hired a manicurist to do our nails to make sure that they showed up. Like, night and day. And I was like, women need to lead. Like, we just need, you know, you can still have men on the team, but the leader needs to be the females. Like, they just need to lead. He's also a racist. Like, you know, he's from Boston. So, like, he's been in trouble for racism often. But that's what I'm saying. So there's the chariot. And okay, and so the final thing, so it was something about choices. About this being a time of choice, but also Oh, that's what showed up. The choice is I'm going to get what I want. And what I want is your head. I want the tech boys. And I want them now. I don't care. So it's revolution time. April's the spark. Well, April's going to be the visual. All right, so what did I see? Child? Child? Because I'm looking right under this, under all this hard work, everything being undone. Look who's still standing. Oh, in front of the tower. She got the flame. She is the lightning. I'm telling y'all, it's revolution time. Revolution. The King of Cups is upside down. Child, it's revolution time. It's like, we'll get back to the decorum shit later. Be damned. It's revolution time. So, April overview for the people. They've had enough. 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 The people have had enough. Whoa, wait. What are we doing? All right, so April overview. People have had enough. There we go. You just saw them. This one, this one, this one. I'm off with your head. Like, she's had enough. And she's going to drink when she's done. She had enough. Enough. Everybody's gone. Everybody's toppled. Everybody. We're done. Everybody. Go. We're done. Revolution. She holds literally the candle and looks at, which one do I set fire to first? Bruh. And it's so funny because I opened this deck and the card, I opened the deck to put this in here, the moon card. She's done. This way, it's trusting the water to hold her. But if I really go by the way that I receive this is, you know, drowning while these damn wolves bay at each other, you know, as they do things in the dark. This is like, nah, no thank you. I'm not the one upside down. You're about to be the one upside down. I just feel the world going topsy-turvy. She's had enough. She, the collective energy, the feminine fire energy is what I think we are into right now. The cooling, calming water probably comes next, but the fire is ready to burn. Hi. Look at this. She ready. I have learned enough. They're not learning anything. I've learned enough. I'm ready to go. Page of Pentacles, slow moving, waiting for new opportunities, waiting for something new to happen, waiting for something. I'm not waiting anymore. It feels like not waiting energy. So both in the Oshun and in this one, homegirl, y'all ever seen Snap? Listen, you ever seen Snap? Yeah, military ladies, vets and actors. If you've ever seen Snap, this is where we are. She is the lightning. Yes. Given to me, get out the way or lose your head, basically. Yeah, we care about everybody for the most part. Your grandma was Croatian and hated the Triple K, called them the cuckoo. Said she would pew-pew if it came on her farm. Listen, your granny. Because she cooked some mean cookies to go with it, though. Can you imagine? Can you teach me how to shoot a rifle and bake some cookies at the same time, honey? Your grandma is badass, chick. Okay, now we're going to look at, the dark, there are two energies. But in this case, it feels like two other different energies. It feels like, because just going by the visual of that aspect in regards to the reading is, in the upright, it would have been her drowning as these two energies bark at each other or bay at each other or howl at each other. But in the reverse, it just feels like, no, I'm not the one drowning. Y'all need to be the one. But also that goes with the Oshun girl, which was also in reverse, that had the Oshun the warrior, that had the yin yang in her shield. There'll be there'll be a powerful planetary alignment from April 10th until the 22nd. Okay, that's definitely within that week. Look at this. Five of Wands. Five of Wands. Oh my God. The Hierophant in reverse. It's the Queen of Wands here and the Ace of Cups. So top of the week, we're talking about renewal. We're talking about spiritual renewal. We're talking about bad girl energy. See, she's with these lighters and these flames and these matches. This woman. Now, mind you, she was in the reverse for the light seers. Like I said, it's not saying the queen didn't exist for her. It was her saying, I'm not listening to that right now. And then we have the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant in reverse as the energies of this. Oh, shit. Ooh, I'm getting so many chills because I want to put it away because I'm like, all right, let's get into the week. But the Hierophant in reverse energy is the Queen of Wands. I just got Melanie. Because this Hierophant of reverse energy reminds me of Jeffrey at the board on his island. You know, he has this board that he writes on. And Melanie. Yeah, because this is the redheaded queen. And then spiritual renewal. Spirits of the lost children. The ranch. Because right underneath this was Eight of Swords. And that reminds me of the girl writing the journal, feeling trapped in that life. Remember the one who had the baby? She was part of the baby farm. Where did they get that book from? Hold on. Right under this is exposure of, is the death card. This is about Zorro Ranch. This is about Zorro Ranch. It's interesting because I know Libby talks about a flood or something coming to expose the bodies. You see that? Like the heavens pouring out the water. And we've had floods in places that we don't normally have floods. I'm not saying there's a flood coming, but I'm definitely getting goosebumps. Is this part of the April energy though? Because that's where I was going, but it feels like, let's interrupt this. Hold on. So Eight of Swords is right here, right? This feels like this girl's journal. The one who was used for her body. And the Eight of Wands in reverse. The messaging. The messaging. What is this all saying? Showing. Oh my gosh. This is Zorro Ranch. Something being slowed down though. What's slowing down? The messaging. Don't forget about us. Are you still there? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Their body's still there. I know they dug up a lot, or they dug up something. But their body's still there, and they're saying, don't forget about us. What else? Keep looking, you're close. What else? They wouldn't let us go outside. Okay, alone. All right, but what else? One of us made it off. Hmm? Did she actually make it, or did she get killed? No, she made it. One of us made it off. She's in hiding. She did it to protect her baby. I guess she was pregnant. I mean, I guess I can. There's something about you can talk to the dead. Like, I guess I can. I heard good, because we have stories. Find you somebody else, baby. Find you someone else. All right. So, what did you want to say about Zorro Ranch, though? Just keep looking. Don't forget about us. There's the moon card again. Secrets, secrets, secrets. Secrets, secrets, secrets. The moon holds the secrets. But I'm getting cadaver dogs. Send the dogs. Send the dogs. And I have chills. Send the dogs before they hide the rest of us. Yes. New journey. Light at the end of the tunnel. Coming to the end of being betrayed. If I was a rich girl, why? And it just had me playing la 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 la. I know that's not the key, but if I was a rich girl. What year did that come out? If I was a rich girl. So one of these is a daughter of somebody who's rich. Yes. Is that the one who made it off? No. Who made it off? One of the poor ones. She knew how to survive. Wait, I thought she was in hiding. She's in government? I thought she was in hiding. Interesting. Do we message Mel? I don't know. I mean, I guess on anything that she says, I post, just tell her, don't stop looking. Keep trying. Put it in the dogs, send it in the dogs. Something, because she's, I feel like she's thinking about it, because she's examining documents. She's looking at stuff. But they're like trying to stop her. Interesting, because they won't let me put these cards apart. Exactly. They're trying to put up a barrier. She's close. She's close. I feel like there's something in a file. Something in the file she's looking at. She's very, 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 very close. Don't forget about us. That's just the biggest message right now is don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. Who is the girl who made it? Ace of Pentacles. Something about evidence. Like there's a big piece of evidence that she hasn't. See, there's the new journey again. Okay, she needs to switch the way she's looking at something. It's like a fresh take. Like take a different approach to it. Yes, because she's very, very, very close to the truth. Oh my gosh, she is so close, yes, to the truth. So close to the truth. Look, like cracking open the safe. And there's renewal again. 2 4s too. That just came out. 2 4s. Like almost complete because the square is complete. She's so close. Oh my gosh, she's so close. She just needs to switch it up. Ugh, Carly, for real, I'm cold right now. She's so close to see the partnerships, the crooked partnerships that went down. There's an exchange of paperwork. Someone's hiding it. Exchange of paperwork. Exchange of land, exchange of deeds. So I think it has to do... Okay, she needs to... I think... here comes a bobber. Okay, so she needs to look more into that guy who bought it and who he bought it from. Somebody doesn't actually really own it. Or somebody didn't have it to sell. There's something wrong with the paperwork there. I don't think there's full ownership of that land. There's something faulty about the paperwork. There's a false ownership. So if they could figure that out legally, there's no stopping them. There's no stopping them. There's false ownership. They should not have been able to buy the land or pretend to buy the land, or something's incomplete about, there's something about the land not being properly his. So that removes the barrier. She needs to be looking at the land deeds. Who's actually the owner? Chills. Is he really the owner of the land? Does he have legal ownership to do anything to the land? She needs to re-examine those documents. There's a loophole there. Something about the land was not in the correct name. There's something with the land. There's a way to be able to search about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright now. Don't worry about a thing. Yes. The land did not change proper ownership. I do. I don't think the guy who currently has it has legal ownership. I don't even know if Epps really did either. There's somewhere along this exchange of title that either something is incomplete or something is faulty or false. Or something was done wrong. Okay, so I think that's the thing. I think there is somebody who actually inherited the land, and they weren't properly notified or something. Because I did hear something about inheritance, like okay, it reminds me of this Christmas movie that I just watched. It wasn't a good movie, but it was like a Hallmark one or whatever. And it's something about Christmas trees in the land, right? And this guy thought he owned the land or whatever, and because they got the land in a bet or something. And when the girl went to go check up on it, she was like a historian or something, and she went to check on the deed and whatever. The guy who was checking the deed, he discovered that that land should have reverted to government hands instead of the person who owned the land. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice. Oh, my darling. Okay, to finish it. But the government was coming to confiscate the land, except they found out that the girl who was doing the search for the ownership or whatever, you know, she falls in love with the guy with the Christmas tree land. She ends up finding out that it's really her long lost relative or whatever who owned it, because she was kept off the... It was some with the paperwork went wrong. And think about it, if it's New Mexico, I'm pretty sure there's something wrong with the paperwork. That's what I'm getting, is there something wrong with the paperwork? So in other words, they didn't have it to sell at public auction. See, there's the tower, and then the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is always for my pedal men. The tower in reverse, and Justice. There's something about that land that's not theirs. You can see there's power, personal power, and something about a lie, and re-examine the documents. Re-examine it and find the truth. There's something there about the thing. It didn't transfer to the correct hands. And then that releases it. You know, there's the Page of Cups, which is a ridiculous thing. You know, you don't think it's going to happen. It's ridiculous. But it releases you from being locked up, like from being prevented from going further. And then there's the Four of Wands. Is that'll ruin their celebration. They think they got to you. They think they prevented you from looking. There's something not right about the deed or the exchange of title or whatever. You're getting that he switched it? I don't know. Minor 49er. The track has a few different songs. I don't know how he's using. Somebody has passed. I forgot the song. See? Yes. There's the document they need to look at that wasn't done correctly. There's a document there not done correctly. They can really turn this person's life upside down. That's the Knight of Swords there. Send them packing. And to get rid of that challenge that was over them, to get rid of that competition. They can get past these people. They need to re-examine the land, the title, the ownership, the change of hands, like who really owns that land. Yeah, there's something that's really interesting that Arizona allows for anonymous. They cost so much. I remember having so much joy to go to an ice cream truck, but now like strawberry shortcakes are $3. They used to be 50 cents. Now granted, this was 30 years ago. I get it. But if you can still buy a box for like $4, to buy a bar for $3 is just ridiculous. All right, so let's get to April. We got to do that now. We're getting late. I can't believe it's this late. I still got to write this book. Finish. Oh, I just blew one. Oh my God, we got to hurry this up. Matter of fact, we're going to move to the table. I noticed I didn't get bit as much yesterday when I moved to the table to finish washing dishes. Whew, we're moving to the table, y'all. Field trip. Because the trees attract them. Field trip. Field trip. Field trip. Oh, follow me, child. Follow me. Oh, look at the lovely plants for a second. Oh. Dishes. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Okay, let's hurry this up. There you go. Gently down the streets. Merrily, 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 merrily. Look, it's a lot to carry. Hold on. You know I love you if I'm staying, because I would go in the house by now. Let me take this umbrella down really quickly because I'm not trying to stay longer than I have to. Isn't that the Selena song? All right. All right, let's get these weeks out because before they find me, before they find me over here. But see, there are no trees, so it's a little bit better. All right, week 1. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Interesting. And there's also, near there is something to do with a military thingy. Because I remember, whoa. 4 of Swords. That's burnout. All right. Who are we talking about? We're going to look at week 1 of April. This is usually a death card. I know that, what's that guy's name? Hogarth? He says whenever he sees the 4 of Swords, especially in reverse, but I don't know if he reads reversals. Look, there's the Queen of Wands, and there's the Empress. I'm out of breath. That he usually gets this as a death card. Like, he kept getting this, especially for Nanny Boo Boo. And what's interesting is the twins, David and Gary, they keep getting this whenever they're like, how does T-Rump feel? And like the 4 of Swords is almost always the first card. And so I made a comment. I was like, I know you guys don't want to say he's gone, but would you at least believe he's incapacitated and can't feel? You know? Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's right. We're on a new one. I was like, how is it 50 minutes? All right, let me write the time next to it. 52. Thank you. All right, 52 minutes. Am I using these? Yes. Okay, so talk to me about April. The energy for America in April. April week 1 includes the 1st through the 4th. The 1st through the 4th. Energy of April, 1st through the 4th. Energy of April in America. America and its reaches. Energy for April. What can we expect for America in week 1? Energy, week 1. You know what? That could totally work. I have some somewhere. I'm gonna leave these split where they are. I see 3 splits. Now you're showing me 4, so I'm gonna leave it where it is, and then I'll look at them in a second. The first card, you guys. First card for April. Blood on your hands. Who are we talking about? What are we talking about? Let's look. So first card in April, 9 of Swords. Now, this would normally be, if I was instructed to use the other deck, this would be about our anxiety, our worry, our fear. That ain't it, honey. That ain't it. This is the blood on your hands. What have I done card. So, what are we talking about here? The energy of America. We're not necessarily looking at the people, but we're looking at what to expect in America or for America. All right, now to take a look here. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. This is coming clean. Like somebody realizing what your strategy, your sneakiness was about. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Am I looking at all of these? Yes. 10 of Wands, burnout. Ooh, we got some breakage about to happen. Hold on. Let me flip all these around so I can see them. All right, 7 of Swords in reverse. And then as I put this down, this 5 of Wands underneath is showing itself. And I'm going to take this to go with this 10 of Wands energy. So that 5 of Wands is there. The payoff of everything they've been doing, that rapid fire, the multiple skirmishes, or whatever word he used, it's going to pay off more than they put out. It's going to be double the trouble, and they're not going to be able to bear it. Something's happening. Something's happening. Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse. That's Stevie Pooh. That's our Stevie boy. Queen of Cups in reverse is Stevie Pooh. Four of Pentacles. Some information formerly known, formerly hidden, will now be known. And then this one was fast messaging. Okay, so not just fast messaging. I'm not getting the bombs bursting through like I did before, so that's not it. Fast messaging, something fast. Stevie is going to be out. I heard a big ol' yes. In the first week of April though? Let me stop doubting. Let me write this down. That way I can remember what to double check my answers. Not today. Y'all already know we are too far gone in this mosquito land. Not today. But should be able to go tomorrow. I don't have any appointments. We can double check the answers for Stevie Pooh. Light it up, beach. I'm sorry. I need these mosquito lights lit, and they keep going out because of the ashes. Ashes, ashes, they all fall down. All right, so Stevie out. Stevie out first week. I think we might be looking at that. If anything, we're looking at him being thrown under the bus a lot. Because this is him. This is his energy. Did he now? He made $1 billion? I was wondering if he was making money. All right. So his hands are dirty. That's who we're talking about. He is about to be caught with his pants down. Not literally. The smoke gets in my throat. Is that Stevie? Yes. Stevie. He's about to face some music, some consequences. I think some communications of his are about to come out. Something that has his name tied to it. Something, some sneaky stealing document type of thing. Are we going to find out who his real boss is? That's interesting. Underneath this 10 of Wands, I just looked at this. So, you see the 10 of Wands, and you see the 5 of Wands. Look what's right under the 10 of Wands. Whatever information they tried to destroy, mind you, this is a walking away card, but it's also getting stuck or stagnant. So, the information that they're trying to destroy, the things that they're trying to cover up, I always look at this as trying to dispose of the evidence, but you're not going to be able to. And that evidence is going to be overwhelming. You're not going to be able to talk yourself out of it. So in between, all these hands in the... Is this... I keep wondering, when are we going to find out about this AI? There's something here, something legal, something documented, that we're going to get the information to. It's going to be given to us because it should have been under lock and key. So someone's going to let us accidentally have it. And that message is going to come out fast, and so will the train that's going to run over him. That said, under the Queen of Cups is the Hierophant card. So it is going to be calling him out as calling some of the shots as unauthorized shots. Unauthorized. He did not have, girl, yes, he's going to be thrown under the bus. World incomplete. World incomplete. 10. World incomplete. The game is over. The game is the game. He's got 10 cards like crazy. Look at the Fool in the back. And the Fool at the top of this is saying, yeah, babe, this is not a new venture for you. This is not going to happen the way you want it to. The Page of Wands, fire horse energy. Something's going to come out, come get you, and burn you up with this information, this communication. Yo, whatever it is, he's not going to be able to stop it. That's Page of Wands energy. And right under it is the Ace of Pentacles. And right under it is Rube's Page of Cups. Interesting. And right under that is the Two of Wands. This is the breakup of their partnership, their planning. Because right under that is the Page of Swords. And right under that is the Five of Cups, the Minor Arcana Death card. And right under that, the trio who was planning to rule, who has ruled Stevie. We don't talk about Dan enough. We have to talk about Dan. Dan needs to go on my list. The trio. Okay, I just heard who's the boss, you know, like the TV show, but like the who's your daddy kind of thing. Who's the boss? So there's a trio here. Yo, okay. All right, so week one, let's just say revelations. We're gonna have some revelations here about messages, communications pertaining to Stevie. I would definitely say treasonous type of things or high seditionist type of things. I don't know if they counted as treason, but the fact that he pretended to be the boss is going to be a thing that we find out. That is this week. Are you sure? All right, well, he's going to have his day in the sun. He's having his day in the sun this week. So we're going to hear some... I want to say shut him up, but I don't think so. I just guess show him who's boss. So maybe it's coming from Rubes, for real. Is that what it is? Rubes. Show him who's boss. Hopefully I can understand my notes tomorrow. Show him who's boss. Let's just put conflict between Stevie and Rubes. Conflict between Stevie, Rubes. All right, hopefully I understand that. Oh, look. All right. I think that's going to be a major part, especially since the week has already started. So what are we looking then at week 2? Week 2 is the 5th through the 11th. April, Energy of America, April, week 2. Week 1 feels incomplete. I feel like there's something else we're going to find out document-wise. Not document-wise. It has something to do with the war. There's something else we're going to find out regarding the war. So the Eight of Wands might have been pertaining to the war, because that has been my Rockets Regulator card lately. Yeah. You heard cooling? Oh, celebrate? Yes. Hold on. Okay, I do have my subscribers only. Okay, perfect. Week 2, the 5th through the 11th. Week 2, the 5th through 11th. Energy for America. Week 2, 5th through 11th. What shall we expect in... Oh my gosh. Retaliation for what? 8 of Swords. Ho! Eight of Swords energy. Looking at the Nine of Pentacles. So re-examining. Is this our... Someone's feeling trapped. The swords are usually mine. No. And the Knight of Wands is our fire horse. Re-examining. Oh. Is that who that is? Has he gone to talk to Ira yet? If y'all remember, for Shady, we normally get Page of Wands. But now he's being summoned. And so I think that's what elevates him now to a Knight of Wands. And having to bargain. I don't know. But I'm feeling like that's shady. Let me see, yes or no card. Any orientation, any suit, yes or no card. Yes or no card. Yes or no card. Yes. Funny enough, it's the Strength card in reverse. This is shady. So the Knight of Wands is now upgraded to shady. Week 2, 5th through the 11th. Is that his finest hour? I don't have him going up higher than that. Oh, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's not karma necessarily. All right, were there yeses and nos? I know this is just a yes-no part of the reading, but I just lost the 4 of Cups that fast. Wow, I sure did. Not even 4 cups. I don't remember what it was now. 4 Pentacles. Oh, they were both yes. All 3 were yes cards. So yes, that was shady. Okay. Knight of Wands is shady. Knight of Wands is shady. Feeling trapped. Okay, makes sense. I just realized that. I forgot the feeling trapped part. Shady, feeling trapped, being called to negotiate. Okay, so that's part of it. So we got shady being trapped, being called to negotiate. That was the 3 of Pentacles. I remember we got that a lot for his reading. What else do we have happening? What else is this? So he's feeling trapped. What does that mean? So this must be an opportunity to stop the war, then. Sorry, none of those matter. This one does. 10 of Cups. Okay, yes. It would be an opportunity to stop the war. This is our first opportunity to stop the war. They need to come to the table to actually talk and negotiate. Here's a chance to change our Wheel of Fortune. Again, these are 2 10s. Both of these are 10 cards. So these are saying, here's an opportunity to stop this. 9 of Wands, showing us standing up, surviving. We'll have some destroyed soldiers. The 19, the Sun, a revelation card here. And what's really interesting is there's the 9 of Pentacles again, that negotiation card, and changing the perspective. So there's an opportunity in the 2nd week of April for there to be an end to this. It's resting on homeboy. And he's feeling trapped. He's feeling trapped between what he wants to do, who he wants to be, and what he's told to do and who he's told to be. What else is happening that week? What else is happening next week? So there's a chance for negotiations at the table. He's feeling trapped. I don't know what he's going to do. Saw that part was still undecided. What else is happening that week? What else is happening April 5th through the 11th? April 5th through the 11th. Week 2 of April. Three of Wands. And the Magician card in reverse. Manipulation. I don't know what he's going to choose, but it doesn't look like it's going to be very... hold on. That might not be about him. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Okay. This reminds me of Muskie, right? The Magician card in reverse reminds me of Muskie. I was looking at this card, if you were wondering what I was looking at. There's a calendar in the background, and the calendar has a certain date circled. And I was like just going through my head of the calendar of April to see where we would be here. That date circle would be like the 23rd, which would be Earth Day. No, the day after Earth Day, because my grandma's birthday is Earth Day. Because that would be the 4th Thursday of the month. So I was trying to see if that's something relevant. I don't know. But something about... Wait. It was around the 20-something of October that they announced in secret that they have figured out whatever they needed to figure out to... Okay. It was the 20-something of October, like the 23rd, 24th, or 25th of October, where they made that post about having figured out how to steal. November. Very low key. It's the hindsight that we look back and went, oh, that's when you must have had a successful trial or something. It was just 2 weeks or something before the contest took place. And then next thing you know, somebody does that bet on Polymarket. That's interesting, because that's what it's bringing up for me, is that with this being the Three of Wands, this is someone preparing to leave. Like they're packing to get out of Dodge, to go on vacation, to disappear, to abscond. And we're talking about magician energy, manipulative energy. And so it can't be Shady, because Shady's not... He's lost his opportunity to leave, because now he's stepping into a stronger role, so he can't just abscond. King of Swords. Oh, Ace of Cups. The Nine of Wands, not surviving it, not having a reason to celebrate. So they did, I think, this is Felon. Felon's going to try to leave. Yes, because they're going to see the finagling with the computers. And how we got into the WH falsely, because this is my WH card. So how we falsely got there. And this is the law. King of Swords. In the upright, this is the law catching on to what happened and him trying to get out before it catches him. Ace of Cups in reverse. This is things not working. I don't think he'll be able to leave. Okay, so second week, we're looking at shady negotiation opportunity to stop the thing, We're also looking at the law catching on. To a certain person's finagling in the computers. Anything else? Yes. Okay, what else for that week? The 5th through the 11th. What else are we looking at? And the proof. Sean, what's up? Proof of who was part of it. Look at this. Proof of who was part of it. Learning. Proof. We got proof. Proof of what took place. We have proof. Proof. Nine of Swords in reverse. This feels good for us because now we can find a way out. Finding a way out. Okay. Is that right? Yes, I'm getting goosebumps behind that. Okay. So is that, okay. Anything else? Oh, something else. Something else. There he is again. He's not going to be able to leave. His world is going to be incomplete. Something about stocks tanking. I just heard that in my head. Stocks tanking. I don't know if it's his, but stocks were tanking. Second week of April. Makes sense. And then the star. Oh, there we go. Star and then the Hierophant in reverse. Getting what we wish for. Getting what we wish for. Oh, shit. Look. So the star. Hierophant in reverse. Queen of Cups. 5 of Cups in reverse. Coming back from death. Exposing the lies. Uno reverse card, baby. Uno reverse card. Because we will know what took place. And we'll finally see the end of the tunnel. And then have a reason to celebrate. And be released. Once again. Oh my God. Okay. So, I do see stocks tanking. But this is deliberate, actually. This feels deliberate. This feels like an effort of the people. That's interesting. Deliberate effort of the people. Really? Why? What's gonna happen? Something there deliberate about the effort of the people. That week also, yeah, we're on course. We're on course to reversing. Well, we can't really reverse. We're on course to spinning the block. Let's put it that way. Reversing the spell. Spinning the block. So, again, we're on track for truth. I heard, and I gotta verify this, but I was listening to Libby, and apparently her people said that the news media is now talking about the shenanigans. The news media is talking about the shenanigans. What did I miss? You got chills of Usha? About what, Dawn? Help me out. I hope that wasn't a bopper. I'm trying to hurry up. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, Carly. Thanks for the verification. What is this? Huh. It's like week 3, damn it. Okay. Ooh. Okay. This one's turned over, dude. Yes. Okay. Mm. Interesting. This is really weird. Not weird. Interesting. Because first card out, personal power, courage, growth, people using their power. If we go back to that April reading we had about the people, good God. Oh my God, a mosquito bit me behind my ear, y'all. Is this a love bite? Like, ugh. Oh my God. Is that my mom? No. Third week. Okay. Third week. Again, Ace of Wands, power, personal power, courage, 7 of Swords. Usually this could be stealing, but this is strategy. This is interesting. Because this isn't that card. But I heard governing strategy. So coalition, because this is now fully exposed. The shenanigans, we learn about it. We get the proof of it, right? We already have the proof. We've learned about it. We've now discovered how far it goes, and it wipes out an entire ticket. You know what else is going here? The 3 of Pentacles. This is people working together. 3 of Pentacles, working together with a new blueprint. I'm not going to be rash enough to say this is a switch to the coalition. I don't think that happens yet. But I think this is, yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So while I think they've already done the figuring out, for the most part, of the bare bones, the bare basis of what this thing is going to look like, right? Now, mind you, they don't know how big the mess is yet because they haven't seen everything, because many of them are not even certified anymore, or clarified, or cleared, or classified, or whatever. They don't have clearance. There we go. I knew it was a CL. So while that part's done, essentially, the skeleton, here's what it's going to look like. We are going to start this. We're going to hire these people. We're going to vet. We're going to do what we're going to do. Like, that part's there. This feels like, okay, we're about to do this now. So how is it going to be handled? Meaning, how is it going to be implemented? Meaning, what time are we kicking them out? That's kind of what I'm getting. April is going to be lit as fuck, bro. Like, seriously. I don't even mean to say the F word, but it just worked. Raskin is digging in on the memo from Jackie. Perfect. Docs for the yes. And if you notice, it's a bunch of pentacles. It's 3 main pentacles back to back to back. So page of pentacles, the things that we're learning about, going through the files, etc., etc., etc. 4 pentacles, again, getting into the safe, getting into finances. But it's also, like I said, we're locking up, and I think we had that in the first week, the proof of what, I mean, not the first week, the second week. No, second week, yeah, proof of what took place. Like the final proof, like the hammerhead and the nail. And so this third week is like, here's our strategy for getting it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to say it. Like, they have the strategy for the bare bones of how to govern. This is, what time do we go in place? Like, what day are we doing this? When are we sending in the people to take them out? Like, that strategizing. Oh, good. But seriously, like that kind of strategizing. Do you understand what I mean? Like, this is, okay, I'm going to be over here. You're going to be over here. Like, we're going to corner them in, you know, set up this meeting so that these people are here. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting, is like the coordination. There we go. This is coordinating. So again, growing in courage and power, and then the coordinating of the takeover, the coordinating of the transition to the coalition. Because they got what they want now. Like, think about it. Like, they're sitting there. They've done all this. They've gone to the Security Council. They've gone to the financial things. They've gone not just to see how the other governments are running and to meet with other government members also. Oh my God, I'm getting chills. But they're also going to see how deep this is. Like, they were also going to vet out who can be our partner, who can we be talking to. And if you notice, it was after those meetings that the countries grew balls. Like, seriously. That's crazy. I just thought about that. It was after those 2 meetings, the Davos or whatever, and Munich, back to back, where people went there that shouldn't have went there. Like, why was Hillary involved? Why was Hillary at the Security Council? You know what I mean? So... They spoke to other people in the countries. And that's why they grew balls. That's why they grew balls. Oh, let me not miss this part. Partnerships. That's why they grew balls. Lovers. I wanted to read the rest of it before I looked at that, because I'm like, is that the files? No. That's the partnerships. Those are the other governments. Yep. The 4 corners are government. Okay. So, what was I saying? Third one is coalition preparing. Sorry. Oh, third week is that week. Oh. Is the lobbying group with A being trapped? Definitely. Vocal fry. That's that week. That's the week of the surprise, the big thing. That's that week. Okay, so the 14th is the 19th. The fourth week is the 19th through the 25th. Senate are on Easter recess. That's so funny. They don't work. Oh no, that's the House. The House doesn't work. Okay. These are back. This is interesting. I want to shuffle, reshuffle, but this is back. So the fourth week is the 19th through, what did I say? 19th through the 25th. Got the Wheel of Fortune again. Got Judgment in reverse. But got the Knight of Swords. We got two major arcana to lead off that week. So that's a big ass week. What's the Judgment in reverse about? And the Lovers again in the back. And then the Three of Pentacles again. This is the, oh, and this is the, okay, I thought this was the People. Is this going to be them going in and taking them out? Is that really going to happen this fast? I don't know. I'm sorry. That confused me. I don't know if that's going to happen that fast. Okay, you can hear me? Oh my God, because I was mad. Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. This could be what's happening. There's the Minor Arcana Death card. Look, that's a 5 and a 4 of Cups. Minor Arcana Death card, and this is a renewal. After being fed shit that you didn't want. New opportunities, gratitude after death. What's happening that week? Fourth week of April, 19th through the 25th. That's a big week. I mean, April's big. I'm sorry, I'm afraid to commit to that. I am so afraid to commit to that. I know, trust yourself, girl, but that is too big. Dare I say they get arrested and taken out that week? Because this is karma. What goes around comes around. This is, you can't go past go. That's it. You went as far as you're going to get to go. That's this card. That's a 10. We done. Then we got Judgments. But in reverse. Okay. Then we got the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is our... Knight of Swords is the Minor Arcana military card. Chariot is the other one. If it was Chariot, I would have been like, for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Three major would have been like, yeah. But this is also my Voice of the People card. So is this a revolution? That could be it. It could be the revolution instead. People lighting torches. This could be that instead. But then I have this to back it up. And then I also have the coalition again. The coalition again. The partnerships with other people in the world and the coalition. I don't know. I'm going to reserve, pause. I'm going to reserve this to be either spark a revolution, or spark a revelation. And then we'll mean that to end a world, apocalypse, get out, go rapture yourself while we take over. I'm reserving it. It's either revolution or revelation. It's one of those two. I'm going to reserve that. I'm reserving that for me and my sanity, because I don't want to get my hopes up. I mean, it's going to happen. That's the thing. But how fast is the thing? It makes you wonder how many of the bad guys are coming back to DC. Whoa, wait. You're right. Wait, week 3. Hold on. I didn't write the dates next to my notes. Okay, so this is 1 through 4 is Stevie could be thrown under the bus. 5 through 11 is their what you call that thing? Recess. So of course nobody's gonna be there. So Shady's gonna be negotiating. And Iran don't give a damn about no Easter. Then we have 12th through the 18th. That's the 3rd week. That's the wild week. Now the 19th was residual to that, if I remember correctly from that other reading. 19th through the 25th is 4th week. I'm gonna reserve to say Spark of Revolution or Spark of Revelation. I'm gonna leave it on reserve. Yes, because they all need the reckoning, retribution, and comeuppance when this all breaks loose. Yeah. But and my thing is, it's going to happen. That part I'm not uncertain about. I'm just like, I don't want to call it, and then y'all be like, oh my God, it didn't happen. But I don't want to call it. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is just interpretations of cards. I am not a tarot card reader. I am a storyteller, and I look at the cards and I give the intuitive story that I'm being told. So, can I be wrong? Absolutely. But I am batting over 90% so far. I'm not 100, but I'm batting over 90. When I trust my intuition. Like, it really got to happen that fast. Like, I have the channeling of it. It will happen that fast. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Look. 5 freaking cups. Threw itself out. Just tearing that shit up. And then the 10 of cups. I mean, the 10 of pentacles. This is celebration and legacy. Family. Camaraderie. Good times. Playing the game the way the rules are supposed to be played. That's wild. And look what's poking itself out at me. The 7 of Pentacles. What they were cooking is not going to be finished. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, I don't want to say it. So I'm going to just leave it there. I'm reserving that the people will either be fed up enough that that's going to spark the revolution, or the people will be fed up enough, the other people, the one with the powers. That's an ace. That is a validation card. Aces are yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. And their world being upside down. I'm not going further than that. Revolution or revelation, one of those. They will finally have their rapture. I don't know if they wanted the fire and brimstone part first. Oh my God. I mean, I was not expecting January 6th. I was not. I remember watching that TV like, what the hell is happening? I wasn't expecting it. It happened that fast. We literally could have been in a different timeline. That fast. Had it worked, that one day could have altered everything about us. Luckily, I had passports at that time, because I would have been, all right, let's go. And I had a little bit of money too at that time. All right, let's go. First thing, flying. Where are we going? I don't know. Where are y'all flying? Like, that's where I would have been. Okay. I should have did it anyway. What are we doing? No. I think that was a personal message. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And girl, you don't never learn. You should have been left. That's interesting. Queen of Pentacles is right here, poking itself out. High Priestess. And the Five of Swords in reverse. I think we're talking about January 6th here. You know, the hidden agenda that was there. The fact that we did get out of it for the most part, thankfully. But not totally. They just sewed it back together and infiltrated our government and did everything else in the meantime. Hey, Dawn. And did we learn? No, because we didn't make them pay for that. A few people went to jail for a little bit. No, you should have been labeled a treasonist person. All those people found to have been culpable should have been imprisoned for life or stripped of their citizenship. Or if we go back 100 years, what would they have done? What would they have done 100 years ago? All right, week 5. Whew, week 5 of April. Week 5 is going to be the 26th, touching into May. I just felt May, the fire just gets brighter. Week 5. What is going to happen? What is America's energy for week 5? This is a revolutionary month. Week 5. What is going to happen? Week 5. Oh, snap. 6 of Cups. Sorry, I got bit under the bra. That 6 of Cups energy has a 7 of Cups and a 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 7 of Cups. Okay, so if 6 of Cups is about nostalgia, right? It's about nostalgia, those kind of good times, you know, tea party. Exactly. Actually, exactly. Tea party. That was my keyword here. Exactly. So, again, that happened suddenly, right? So, tea party happened suddenly. The Boston one, when they dressed up as indigenous people, so indigenous people would take the blame. That tea party. But in the reverse, this feels like, to me, unprecedented times. That's what it feels like. It feels like the 5th week of April is, to quote Libby, uncharted waters. I don't know what card she uses for that. I never actually pay attention. I actually don't watch her. I just listen. But, because I'm usually doing something at the same time. But this card feels to me like we're in territories that we're not familiar with. That's what that card feels like for me. And we have a buku of choices. We can go back and do things wrong. You know, choose a snake, choose a dragon, choose the bomb, choose the things that are going to hurt us. Or we can take the 1 or 2 choices that takes us into some kind of progress, some kind of healing. And here is the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So this part was a little weird to me. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Energy-wise. Oh, because we're in uncharted territories. Never mind. I forgot these are energies. So we are in uncharted territories. We are in unfamiliar surroundings. So, help me out still, though. No, help me out. We're at the last part of the reading. Yay! Luckily, the wind, I think, is such that it's keeping the rest of the mosquitoes away from me. Help me out here. Uncharted waters might be the 6 of Cups of the Fool card. I guess maybe for her, because that would definitely make sense, right? But for me, it feels like this one is being in unfamiliar territory. Because upright, it would be longing for something that you have. Now, the word of it is like being stagnant or something like that, but that's not what I'm getting for that reading. I'm getting, it's like it's time to grow up. We've never been adults before. We've been children before, you know? No, I got the Six of Cups. Six of Swords, I can get that for sure because of the boat and things. Maybe even the Three of Wands. I think you can constitute, depending on your cards. Like, I think in that deck, the Three of Wands is like going on a journey. No, that deck, the Three of Wands is packing. I think it's this deck that the Three of Wands is going on a journey. Ah! My card flipped. Okay, first of all, look where you stopped me. On the Tower and the Four of Swords. Basically, this is what I'm reading is the end of America. Okay. Yes. Basically, I'm reading the end of America as we know it. Yeah, these are the petal cards. And also interesting, though, is under the card that blew away. So I'm going to say you're making me look at this card because it blew away the Three of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. Let me pause real quick. So under that Three of Pentacles was the Five of Wands. So again, too many hands in the kitchen and the hidden agendas. So that is an interesting addition of energy behind, oh, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Remember who we just said the Knight of Wands is. Remember who we said the Knight of Wands is. Shady. But now he's in reverse. He's upside down. As we make better judgments and call in help. And then that's the Three of Swords. That's the heartbreak, the treason, etc. Oh my God. Okay. So it's the end of the world as we know it. It just is. As you saw, look at this. Burn it down. We're going to do the hard work, the Ten of Wands that just showed itself, to change things. This is a rest card here. By the way, you notice he's sleeping on the bus. So this is a rest card. As he's going somewhere good, you know, as he has roses in his hand. So he hasn't made it to his date yet. He has the guitar. He's going to serenade and give a thing. So this is good. I have a sword here poking at me. So let me see who that is. The Eight of Swords. Child. The Ten of Wands to do the hard work to burn it down and lock them up. I don't think the next protest is going to be in June or May. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. Because see, we're going to do the hard work. I think it's going to be earlier. Because the Moon card was right under the Tower. And this is doing it by the light of the moon. This doesn't feel like a bad moon. This feels like feminine energy. You know, it just feels like, you know, the moon controls the tides. The moon is taken for granted, but the moon is the push and the pull of the earth, as women are. So as women are. All right, so give me more. Well, I guess you did, right? Because we just said we're in uncharted territory. We're in unfamiliar territory. I'll use that way. Unfamiliar territory, because we're excited to see the end of this now. Like, I think we were scared for over a year. Now it's like, you know what? All of it's wrong. Burn it all down. Burn it all down. You know? Oh, May 1st. That's what it was supposed to be. I think it's going to be much sooner. I think the organic is what's needed. I think we need to stop trying to plan, which makes sense now with the overview energy, is No more of this decorum and planning and scheduling, and no more of that. Ugh, chills. I got chills so bad. Yeah, that's interesting. Queens. Oh, the MAGA broads. Queens. Look at them. But they came in reverse. Yeah, no more. I definitely feel organic to it. Oh my goodness. There's that justice card in reverse. Oh, interesting. It feels like vigilante justice, not people escaping justice, but not necessarily going through a court of law. Interesting that we get this after the Queens of reverse. She's not going to be able to do anything about it. Can't arrest us all. We actually outnumber the ISIS. I just realized how I made a faux pas, but I was actually still telling the truth. Okay. King of Wands, 6 of Wands, Justice. All right, so let me finish this up. Alrighty, interesting. I gotta go, because I'm getting... Ooh, that's beautiful. I like... Can you hear me? Okay, good. It's annoying. I had 2 calls back to back. Alrighty. Oh, shoot. Which one was it? 8 of Cups. I mean, 6 of Cups. I guess this is where we were. Okay, perfect. So I gotta wrap up. I got bit. Okay. Didn't talk about his bobbies. His what? Wait, what? What's the bobbies? Hold on. What? What are we talking about? Okay. Lisa. Earlier you heard court cases. I just... What? He can't be signing EOs. We don't do electric pens. Thank you all so much for reminding. I never do the housekeeping like I'm supposed to. Yes, you guys, if you want to talk to us, you got to be our friends. You got to subscribe to the page so that you can join us in the chat. You know, you can bring your political questions, by the way. After this, don't put any questions on that I need to read on later, because it's not going to stay here in the chat. Oh, boobs. Wait. Help me out with that whole sentence still, Sean. I'm still lost. Booby. What? Help me out. I'm slowing down. I've been live for like 4 hours now. I can't believe it. What are we talking about? Hold on. What else is happening on week 5? Week 5. Oh, I saw the tower just now. Week 5. What's week 5? Week 5 is 26th through May 2nd. 26th, May 2nd. What's happening on week 5? Week 5. Oh my God. Okay, I can't really read on that. I don't even know what we're talking about, but oh my God. This week is very fiery. I mean, this month. He got mad because somebody was slowly pulling in. All right, big boy. Week 5. Anything else happening on week 5? Week 5. Oh, I gotta hurry up. My phone's actually gonna die. Week 5, week 5. On what? On government stuff or like just in a house? Week 5, week 5. I can't repeat what is in the comments, y'all. Something about corn with a P. Week 5, week 5, week 5, week 5, week 5. What was that? Who was that? That was, boom, Ace of Swords, truth. Woo, truth, law, hammer coming down. What? The split of it is the Hermit, the introspection and those secrets. Introspection and the secrets. How does that follow? We're about to have a different America, which is weird. I don't want to commit to this, but I'm going to. We're going to be in unfamiliar territory. I'm gonna put it that way. Unfamiliar territory. Not necessarily an unprecedented event. This is a full unfamiliar space. The Hermit, you're showing me something underneath. Underneath is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And you're showing me this, which is the Page of Wands. Let me see if I can read anything on this notebook. Oh, I sure can't. This one doesn't make as much sense as the other book that's at copy paste. Purple pen, royalty. She wears purple, but she can't be crowned. We need her to be... So will they give it back to her? This is interesting. I can't really, there's nothing to really read. Like I said, it's a purple pen, but it's a crown. They can't give it back to her. And I see her looking at the mountains. So that feels like a hard road ahead even. So is that for us? A hard road ahead for us, even after facing the truth? I can see that. Working staff. Interesting. That word says working staff. Virgo. This is a Virgo card. The Hermit. Key of 9. Off a cliff. Interesting. Interesting. So it says key of 9 on, I think, the paper here. Working staff down here. Hermit card. Hermit is about like spending some time alone to learn, to go introspective, in the upright anyway. So they're like giving themselves knowledge. But underneath this was the Justice card in reverse. But again, here comes our coalition and being free from the challenges and moving on. So I think the Uncharted thing is still a thing. Again, with their world being incomplete, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles. King of Wands was our MBS. I know he moved to King of Swords in that other deck, but he was our MBS. And then King of Pentacles represented like teal mostly. And then them not breaking bread and being at the table anymore and revealing the devil. And who was all tied in. And again, they're no longer in the right, they're not having a new journey because the government here is upside down and the treason will be learned and they will have to pay because it's past due. There's just so much folly. It's really interesting. Ah, there's the King of Swords in reverse. And there's the Knight of Wands right behind him. Huh. And right under that was a Two of Cups in reverse. They're not going to get a partnership. I think MBS wants to. Like, to lock him in. He's not going to do it. He won't be able to do it. Magician. Okay, so 5th week, what are we looking at? Being in unfamiliar territory. That I can believe. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, it's more than unprecedented. It's like that and. It's an unprecedented time, but it's an unfamiliar territory. Meaning it's not unprecedented territory, to be honest, because after having a monarchy, we had to then have a government. So it's not unprecedented, it's just unfamiliar. So crazy. We're in a whole nother revolution. It's weird. It's really weird. And luckily they're taking the war out there. Not luckily, but you know. What else is happening week 5? April 26th to May 2nd. Anything else? Page of Swords. People are going to be trying to save their own ass. They're going to be telling. And swords are also of the law. So this could be the interviewing, the calling people in. That would be going too fast though, but unfamiliar territory, the hammer of the law and the truth. Okay. And it's either interviews or interrogations. I don't know if interrogations would happen that fast. That's way too quick. But maybe interviews. Or maybe people willingly giving up information quickly. This is going to be internal though. You know what I haven't seen? I haven't seen a King of Cups. I was wondering if we would get the EO. Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Two of Swords. Yeah. Being, like, this is a lot of swords energy now. This is a lot of swords energy. So this is a lot of law. Okay, so I'm going to stop there and I'm going to speak on it like that because that's a lot of law. Page of Cups here, the Hierophant, the Emperor, there he is. I wondered where it was. The King of Cups. This is a lot of law. The High Priestess with the hidden agenda. More swords coming to face your thing. Not being able to get rid of the evidence, and ding, it is done. Okay, I got chills because the King of Cups showed up really fast. I was just wondering where it was. I'm 97% willing to say April begins the end. I am 97% willing to say that April begins the end. There's a lot of law here, and that's all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of law here. April begins the end. April signals the end. April brings a sunset that is sorely needed. Okay. So what I can say is the reading from these two decks. Okay, I understand now. I understand where y'all are going. This is the month that calls for that energy. This is skipping down the halls of a burning building with cans of gasoline, throwing them out like petals at a wedding. Okay. I have a headache now, but okay. Okay. I am 97%. Viva la revolution. Okay. Let me just ask Nyx one time. Just one time. Just one time. I just need to check and answer real quick. Okay. I'm so scared excited. I'm scared excited. Like, we knew this was coming. And now that it's here, it's like, oh, how is this going to go? I'm scared excited. Because I don't want us to F up. Like, it needs to be done well. Okay. Like, don't F up. I still don't think people are grown up enough to do it. They didn't vote for Jasmine. And it's not even about voting for Jasmine, but it was. It's like, you didn't choose a fighter. It's not even about it being a black girl, white girl. Well, it is on one level because that's why a lot of people did not, because of personal bias. Like, if you were just like, he had the better policies, okay, then we're arguing policy. But we're not arguing policy. We're arguing tone, and I think he's the one who can win. Why is it? Why do you think he can win? Why do you not know that votes are what makes you win? So why would you not choose the woman you wanted to win? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have proof yet that we're grown up enough to do it. But hopefully the grown-ups are grown up enough to do it. I don't know. Whew. All right, Onyx, I need your help. Can we talk real quick? Okay. That was a yes, by the way. If you're just not watching, I forgot. I did this on a whole different thing. Yeah, there's a lot of cab. Oh, that's right. I wanted to look at cash one more time. But I'm not doing that now. I have a headache now. Because that was a lot. Okay. Is April the turning point of the revolution? Is April... Uh-oh. I'm going to wait for this wind to go down. Right, Lisa? A little scared, but excited. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask again. Is April the turning point of revolution? Of the American Revolution part, whatever part we're on. This is a yes. It's a tentative yes. Will the transition begin by the end of April? Is there going to be a transition? That's another yes. Was your board too far? Okay, your board was too far. Okay, cool. So I don't think we need a board. I just use it for you. Let's try that again. Is April the month of revolution? The kickoff? I don't know if they'll count 2025, like the little no king things. They might. Yeah, they might. I think they'll count them. But is like April the real part of the revolution's cooking? Yeah. All right. So, will the transition be taking place? Because it would have to be so tight. Why are you saying yes? Oh my God, can it happen that fast? Okay, I need to know. Let me see a no. Hold on. Show me a no, homie. Okay, show me a no, please. All right, there's a no. Well, it was a no. So the wind said, let me get in. Oh God, I got another bite. Ah! All right, show me a no. All right, cool. Show me a yes. I just want you to see the no to the yes. I didn't change my hand. I didn't do anything, okay? If you're just not watching. All right, so is the transition for the coalition, council, whatever we're going to call it, is that beginning this month of April, after the Orthodox Easter pink moon thing? This is such a yes, you guys. I'm terrified. Okay. Is Stevie under the bus this week? Will Stevie be under the bus this week? All right, I'll watch for that. Thank you. That happens, I'm sold. If Stevie goes under this week, I'm sold. I'm sold on everything else from that point forward. Let's watch for it, wait for it, and y'all ready? Okay, if you're just not joining, we have like 500 million parts to this. I'm so sorry. Every time I got a call, I got kicked off, or it went silent or something. Anyway, so check it out. Were you out? Ah! We'll do one breath. Check out the other parts, you guys. It was really interesting. It's been an interesting reading, of course. Oh, real quick, I want to say thank you guys so much. So much. I have hit my 3,000 watch hours, by the way. So first goal completed. Thank y'all. I got to get to 4,000, but I'm on my way. But I also need the subscriber count. So if you are new to me and you enjoy our content, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It don't cost you much, but a little bit of energy to do that. Hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you're here when we're live as well. And now we're gonna close this out with a bell. Let's get it. All right, so, oh, by the way, so again, my anniversary, my 1 year anniversary for this channel is May 9th, 2026. I have never had a monetized YouTube channel ever before in my life. Ever. I've never had over 1,000 watch hours in a year. Ever. So I'm just looking forward to this. And if you help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers by May 9th, we will do a 2-hour personal reading. We'll bring out Pearl the pendulum because she likes to get personal and in people's business. And we'll also do some cards, quick readings, like 3 carders, and we'll just get it done. All right? So let's get it. Let's do our breath. So we're just going to do a relaxing breath just to shake it all off. If you go to part 1, we did the 3 breaths that we normally do, which is relax, release, expand. But today, as we're closing, because the hoppers are back and they keep taking my blood, so we're about to leave. So we're going to do this one breath. And this is our relaxed breath, which is for us to just breathe in deep. We're going to regulate our system. We're going to put our hand over our heart. New year, new beginnings. Listen, I'm ready for a new day to celebrate. One that we can all celebrate together. July 4th was not about the freedoms of women and anybody else other than a white man who had land. So we start a new country. It's for all of us. And I'm excited about that. We'll have a real birthday. Yes. And we'll just blast June 14th off the calendar. I love my cousin. That's his birthday too. But I never, ever, 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 ever want to hear the word Trump again in my entire life. I never want to see his face. I never want to hear his voice. I never want to even see his kids. Sorry. Okay, back to it. All right, hand over heart and a hand over your diaphragm, which is right below your rib cage. We are going to regulate as we go out. So you're going to take in that deep breath. You're going to breathe in for about 3 to 4. If you got better lungs, 5 or 6 seconds. You're going to hold it for about 3, 4, or if you got better lungs, 5 or 6 seconds. And then you're going to exhale. You have 2 choices of exhale, a more slow, controlled exhale, like that. Or you can do the I'm relieved exhale and just, all right, you can just let it all out at one time. Your shoulders need to go down. If your shoulders never go down, you didn't relax, you need to do the breath again. Okay, so let's go. Let's get it, y'all. And so on the bell, let's take our breath. Hand over heart, hand over diaphragm. Let's go. Woo, make sure those shoulders drop. If they didn't, do another breath, okay? All right, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. This has been so much fun. Of course, I am crazy excited and scared at the same time. Unfamiliar territory. Let's go. I love y'all. Bye, girl. Peace out.